revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer helping you get your business right. And I hope you like it. Hope you love it. Hope you want some more of it.
Do you follow the 5-second rule?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Pick everything up off the floor.
Yeah. If you drop it, you can pick it up and you can eat it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I have a different 5-second rule for you.
Do?
I do. This is one that will catapult your business, your life. I actually found it from Mel Robbins. She actually wrote the book, The 5-Second Rule, and how to break three. Oh, what is the book called? I'll find it. But it's all about launching your life from wherever you are at the moment. You can totally turn your life around using this 5-second rule. Transform your life, work, and confidence with everyday courage is the name of the book.
Well, you and I were talking about this, I believe it was yesterday, and I actually tried to implement. I did implement the 5-second rule today.
You did?
So tell our audience what is this 5-second rule? It has nothing to do with picking up stuff off the floor.
It doesn't.
Folks.
It doesn't. You're not going to drop food on the floor and pick it up.
That's gross.
Right. But if you struggle with a little bit of motivation, our brains are hardwired to protect us and to stop us from doing things that might hurt us, or they just kind of keep us from really stepping into our greatness, because we might not have the skill set, we might not have the training, we might not have ever done that before. And all of a sudden that angry or that mean girl kind of shows up, the weak one, and says, you can't do that. What were you thinking? And so even though you might be wanting to make good decisions, your brain is sabotaging you.
Yep.
But you have a 5-second window from the time you make a decision, you're going to do something, before your brain kicks in and says, no, maybe you should just sit home and eat Cheetos and watch Netflix.
It's the 5-second no doubt rule.
It is the 5-second no doubt rule.
All right.
So think about this. Have you ever watched a rocket launch?
Yes.
Right? Where they do the countdown, the rocket ship is going to, from Houston and they're counting down. Well, think about this. If you do the countdown at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you launch yourself into that decision. So think about this. You do this first thing in the morning.
Yep.
Instead of hitting snooze.
This is what I did today, folks. You
can launch yourself out of bed and do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and launch yourself out of bed. And all of a sudden you've taken over your brain.
You've completely taken over your brain. Angel, I saved a half an hour.
Did you?
Today. I really did.
Because you would normally I
have 3 alarms and they're separated by 15 minutes. So alarm number 1 goes off and I stop it. It's not really hitting a snooze. It's the same thing. But then the next alarm goes off and I stop it, and then I kind of roll over and turn on, open one eye and then watch the news a little bit. The next alarm goes off and then I'm like, I better get up. I got up and I literally, when I was going to bed, I had the 5-second rule in my head. And I decided I'm going to do this. When I woke up in the middle of the night, 5-second rules in my head, I'm going to do this. When the alarm went off, immediately 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go.
Right. And so when we think about all the garbage we tell ourselves and all the garbage we believe, and you think about the conversations you've been having recently with people about, challenges and struggles, we just kind of dump over people.
Right.
They don't, then they now have to carry that. And that's, you just kind of gave them your baggage. And so if we can kind of pull that back, and before we even speak this negativity or speak these challenges in, if we could, count ourselves backwards, this simple trick, it'll trick our brain to saying, you know what? I got this.
Yep.
I got this. I've got whatever it takes, and I'm going to figure it out, even if I don't. But it gives you the momentum and the sense of urgency before your brain can stop you, because it does all the time.
So you get the 5-second rule to launch.
Yes.
How about this? I'll see your 5 seconds and add you another 17 in order to not just launch, but now transform your mindset.
Ooh.
How about that?
All right. Look at this. Right. I mean, in less than 30 seconds, everything's going to change.
First 22 seconds of your life, of your day, will actually change your life if you allow it to. Everyone expects stretches of life, whether days or many years, when things are down. more than up. Right?
Sure, right?
Those things happen. But you can shift your mood and your mind in a mere 17 seconds. Here's how it works. Lots of studies in neuroscience. We talk about neuroplasticity on this program quite a bit. That says if you, in the first 17 seconds after your first 5, right, shift from grumpy to happy, from frustrated to gratitude, from rigid to resilience, from angst to love or compassion, you can, and just takes just 17 seconds of focusing on, I will do this. Visualize yourself in a positive emotion for 17 seconds. Your first 22 seconds will rock your world.
You know what? You're going to notice that everything shifts then in front of you. Your goals, your vision becomes clearer because like attracts like. Positive attracts positive. Successful people will be drawn to your environment because you've just got that special juju going on and they want to be a part of that. They don't know how. But we get ourselves so off track with small little decisions every single day,
right,
of deciding to set that to hit the snooze button, to not show up to work on time, to put off making that phone call, to not sending that email, to not, we just do it all day long. And then we get to the end of the day and we're exhausted, we're defeated. And really all of it was because of these teeny little decisions we were making. But if we can pull back,
right,
do our launch and then visualize our goals,
visualize and then verbalize. It's a two-step process. You visualize, if I'm feeling frustrated, I visualize myself at peace, and then I verbalize it. I am at peace, or I choose peace over chaos, or peace over frustration. I choose kindness over anger, and use that. I'm telling you, Angel, it's a game changer.
Well, because it sends your brain is moldable. Right? You get to decide. And the more negative thoughts you have, the more negative neuron pathways that you create in your brain. So those are going to be your habits.
Right.
That's going to be your more natural bent. These are the people that are super negative and they say, well, I'm just being honest. In their world, that's true because that's all they know. That is their truth.
Right.
The same for positivity. Your truth becomes something very different and very powerful when you speak this positivity out loud.
That is also the truth. Listener Sally says, so happy I'm a morning person and I jump out of bed most mornings. Sally, we're happy for you as well. All right, gang, we're going to take a quick break for the top of the hour news. Don't go anywhere. Hour number 2 of the Experience Pros Radio Show, Positive Business Talk, is up next.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.